A historic victory puts Qatar on the global racing map, unveiling the story behind Silawi's triumph at Woodbine. Topics: Canadian International, Qatar, thoroughbred racing commentary. In a groundbreaking moment for Qatari horse racing, trainer Hamad Al Jehani and jockey Faleh Bughenaim joined forces to secure victory in the Canadian International for Wathnan Racing. This achievement not only marked a significant first for their nation, but also solidified their place in the annals of global racing history. But here's where it gets even more fascinating. This wasn't just another win. It was a triumph that reshaped perceptions and inspired an entire racing community. There's always a thrill in declaring something a first, but this claim stands on solid ground. This month's Canadian International, a race that truly lived up to its international reputation, saw Silawi's victory as the first time a Qatari owner, trainer, and jockey collaborated to win a globally recognized G1 race. While Qatari owners have become a familiar sight in prestigious winners' circles worldwide, this milestone was particularly pioneering for Al Jehani and Bughenaim. Putting Qatar in the international spotlight was the most important thing for me, Al Jehani, 36, reflects. Based in Newmarket with 25 horses under his care as the private trainer for Wathnan Racing, he adds, "It was a monumental moment for the entire team, and as a Qatari trainer, it held a deeply personal significance." For Bughenaim, 35, the victory was equally special, though it came as a surprise. He was called in at the last minute when the intended rider, Danny Tudhope, couldn't travel from Britain. "I wasn't expecting it," he admits. "I was already set to ride the Striking Viking, which was exciting enough, but then I took over on Silawi." Despite initial reservations about the horse's size and stride, Bughenaim now proudly declares, "He's given me my first major Grade 1 win. He's my favorite." Silawi entered the Canadian International as a 10-1 second string behind stablemate Haunted Dream, who had previously delivered Al Jehani international success in the G3 Singspiel Stakes. Many assumed Silawi would set the pace for Haunted Dream, especially when he broke quickly and took the lead. But Bughenaim, despite his unfamiliar position, knew better. "He's a frontrunner, not a pacemaker," he explains. And despite his size, he navigated the bends brilliantly, saving ground all the way. Bughenaim's strategic riding proved decisive. Though Silawi's lead dwindled in the final furlong, he held on stubbornly to win by a nose from Tawny Port in track record time. "It was an incredible race," Al Jehani recalls. "A hard-fought photo-finish victory in one of the most historic races on the international calendar." This triumph opens new doors for Silawi, with the Breeders' Cup Turf at Del Mar on November 1 now a potential target. However, the alternative is the Bahrain International Trophy, which would add another stamp to Silawi's passport. Yet, the allure of Southern California's prestige may sway his owner, Sheikh Tamim bin Hamad Al Thani, the Emir of Qatar, who is eager to make an impact at the Breeders' Cup. Wathnan Racing, Sheikh Tamim's recently formed ownership venture, continues his family's legacy in this sport. His brother, Sheikh Joan of Al Shakab Racing, owns luminaries like Treve and Galileo Gold, while their cousin, Sheikh Fahad of Qatar Racing, boasts stars like Roaring Lion and Kamiko. None of the three have yet won a Breeders' Cup race, making Silawi's potential role even more groundbreaking. For Al Jehani, having a horse contend in the World Championships is a dream come true. A former show jumper with the Qatari national team, he transitioned to training in 2014 and has since achieved remarkable success, both at home and abroad. "My father trained horses as a hobby, and I always knew I'd be involved with horses," he shares. But training internationally, especially in Newmarket, has been a game changer. Al Jehani's approach to training highlights the differences between Middle Eastern and European methods. "In the Middle East, we focus on sharpness at the start," he explains. "In Europe, It's about keeping the horse calm early on and letting them find their rhythm. This adaptability has been key to his success, with 10 British wins in 2025, plus international victories like Silawi's and Haunted Dreams in Canada. Bughenaim, a former champion jockey in Qatar, has also thrived in Newmarket, with 5 wins from just 43 rides, including his Canadian triumph. The jockey colony here is incredibly strong, he notes. It's a tough challenge, but I'm exactly where I want to be. As winter approaches, both Al Jehani and Bughenaim will migrate east, with Al Jehani splitting his time between Qatar and Dubai, and Bughenaim resuming his successful campaigns before returning to Britain in the spring. But the Silawi Effect may change how they're perceived in the Middle East, elevating Qatari racing's global standing. Everyone in Qatari racing feels like they won too, Bughenaim says. It's incredible to see how much this means to them. We're all one team, and this victory belongs to everyone. Controversial question: could this victory signal a shift in the global racing hierarchy, with Qatar emerging as a new powerhouse? Or is it just a one-off triumph? Share your thoughts in the comments. Let's spark a debate. Visit the Wathnan Racing website, https://wathnan-racing.com. 7 days in racing. Torpedo Anna retired, Dare is to stay in training and more. https://www.thoroughbredracing.com/articles/what's been happening Torpedo Anna retired Darwizy stay training British Champions Day latest and more / We feel like it would be a lot to ask of him. Chad Summers on a Breeders' Cup no-go for star juvenile Napoleon Solo. https://www.thoroughbredracing.com/articles/we feel it would be a lot to ask him Chad Summers Breeders' Cup no-go star juvenile Napoleon Solo / What they're thinking. Ben Curtis. Any job can get stale, and I was putting in a lot of miles and hours in England. https://www.thoroughbredracing.com/articles/67055/bin-curtis-any-job-can-get-stale-and-hours-hours-england. View the latest TRC Global Rankings for horses. https://www.thoroughbredracing.com/rankings/categories/horse jockeys. https://www.thoroughbredracing.com/rankings/categories/jockey trainers. https://www.thoroughbredracing.com/rankings/categories/trainer and sires. https://www.thoroughbredracing.com/rankings/categories/sire.